you come to meet your baby, and I'm going to find him for you. Come here.
Oh my god. He's gorgeous,
Isn't he lovely? But aren't you such a lucky girl having a lovely, lovely boyfriend? Oh, okay.
You decided on a Maine Coon.
Yes.
Why was that?
So we've always adored the really lionish faces on the Maine Coons.
Oh, yeah.
We think it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And obviously so ginormous and big and fluffy they are.
Yeah.
It's really a sight to
And
behold.
temperament.
Yeah.
Yeah, the temperament.
They're so calm and collected. And Helen's always had more dogs, and I've always been strongly into cats. So it's
Yeah.
a bit of a meet in the middle between the two as well. We've got like a kind of dog-like cat.
Yeah, well,
It's been
brilliant.
for both of us.
How did you come across Gentle Giants?
Different places you could get them, different breeders and things like that.
Yeah.
I decided that I wanted to get a Maine Coon for Helen. So she knew that she loved the black smoke coat colours.
Right.
So I ended up going on the Maine Coon Cat Club, the website, and then on there's a list, there's like a PDF of all the different breeders, all the kittens available, all the different colours they have.
Right.
And I went down it and found the black smokes, the different black smokes, and then from there I looked at the different websites of the different ones with the black smokes, looked at the different breeders of them, and picked the one that I felt most confident in. Which
So you've come a long way
Yes.
today. So
Yeah.
why did you pick us, and why did you come down here?
So
It's a long way.
It is a long way. Well, we came from Colne right up north. There was a traffic accident, so we initially sat in about almost 2 hours of traffic, and then we've on top of that got a 6-hour round trip. So we've got about 8 hours to all in all to get here and back today.
I mean, that's a major
He's
commitment.
worth it though.
Look at him. Yeah.
So was it just? Did you see pictures of him?
So when I was first choosing, I was looking at ones that were black smoke and which ones they could be. I was obviously doing a lot of research, and on the Facebook page there are just so many videos and pictures that you feel like you can really see the cats in their own environment. You can see that they are raised in a loving family home, that they're really cared for, and just really all the different bits and bobs added together. So the fact that Diesel, the parent, and all the parentage is just such good quality. We saw the Russian cats tend to be very large, the Russian Maine Coons, so that always interested in us quite a lot as well.
At the end of the day, the distance, this little boy is going to be with us for many, many years.
Yeah. What does that mean? Like, does 8 hours here and back mean anything? And I mean, obviously, initially, most people would. Oh, he's awake. He's awake. Most people would mainly see them when they pick them up, maybe, or if they're closer, come for a visit. But we thought, well, Helen was very excited, so we thought we'd make the trip down. But we also wanted to just come and meet him, really.
Yeah.
It's a long time to wait to live.
Yeah,
I
think it's really important.
Do you think you've been well informed about the whole process?
Yes,
Do
very
you
much
understand
so.
it all? You know.
Yeah, so from the outset, even before we chose Kuma-chan, originally Earl, I was in contact with Ellie because at the time Earl was presumed taken, but I very strongly wanted a black smoke, so there was 2 other perhaps black smokes at the time that we were looking at. So from the very start I was in contact with her and looking and discussing the different ones there could be. In the end it ended up that certain black smoke was available, so we went with that. But so from the very start there was discussions about that, and then as we went through to putting them down the deposit and
all the information that Ellie sent through with like the feeding and the all like the how to know a good quality breeder and kitten, which then kind of gave us more confidence.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like, oh, here is what you should be looking for when you're looking for a thoroughbred kitten.
Yeah.
Which shows, that absolutely
Gentle
Giants adheres to all that and all the ethics and the guidelines.
And of course, like, ultimately when you come down to sort of put a deposit and you're a long way away,
you need that assurance.
Did you feel alright about that?
Yeah, I think because of all that as well, because knowing that all the codes of conduct are followed, and that recognised breeders with the GCCF, which I know quite stringent with things, that just helped give us confidence. And the fact that pretty much on a daily basis we see a snippet of their lives.
Yeah, she puts a lot into it.
It's not like Ellie's suddenly going to disappear and stop posting about the baby.
So it's all very transparent. It's all up front. And when we went to put our deposit down, we got kind of like a pack of multiple different bits of information, from the bits we just discussed to even like if we want to put together a bit of a raw food diet, there's a how to make your homemade food in there. So we've been doing lots and lots of research on nutrition. We want to raise him as best as we can, and to do that he needs to have great nutrition, especially how big they get. They need not just adequate nutrition, the best nutrition, and so there was bits like that in there as well, which is really important to us.
Having that open communication with Ellie from like before we get him helps me feel confident that as he's growing, because he is our first Maine Coon, so even with all the research in the world, there's probably going to be times that I could just do with asking him a question or advice, and I feel
she's always on the phone.
I feel confident that no matter how much time has passed since we picked him up, we can come back and say, can you just give us a bit of an idea about this, or what would we do about this?
I think when you're going to get a pedigree kitten, and such an expensive kitten as well, you want quality, and you also want to know that your relationship with the breeder that you got them from goes far beyond. It's a much thicker relationship than a kind of like one of the moggies that you just turn up, they're just you just pick them up. Whereas this is kind of like
you feel like it's an ongoing process.
It's an ongoing process. You might see them at shows if you plan to go to them as well. You might one day get another one from that. Do you know what I mean? There's they're asking for information from an expert. There's all of that into it. So that's really important.
Brilliant.
And I think as well the fact that I can't remember if you'd mentioned about the fact that Ellie's taken Diesel to shows and things, that really helped me see that Ellie's got confidence in her breeding and the litters and everything, because that's something that we'd like to do as well at some point, is maybe look at going into shows. So
it'd be nice to see you there.
I know, that's what I'm hoping.
And it was lovely to see Diesel as well, because it gave us an idea of what our little one's eventually going to get to as well. That gives us a lot of confidence. And we Heavy. I just couldn't believe how soft his fur was. You just know it's just extra soft compared to normal cats, which is amazing.
Well, great, thanks for that.
Thank you ever so much.
Lovely couple, and I'm sure you'll have many years of enjoyment from it.
I'm sure we will. The little one.
It's just a
hey baby.